Boys, today I think I've done maybe 2 episodes of this, of 5 hard truths that the UFC fan base just can't handle, and I said it in the first one. Your boy's gonna be milking this series, and I got 5 more for you guys. It's been a while since I posted the last one. I believe the last one I posted was beginning of this year in January, I think. I can't remember, but regardless, I got 5 here for you guys. Let's start off with my first hard truth. These could also be like, my hot takes, my rare MMA takes, stuff like that. First one, in honor of Leon Edwards fighting tomorrow, I have here, Leon Edwards had one of the worst and most annoying title runs in recent UFC history, starting it off getting dominated for 5 rounds straight and then landing a lucky head kick, and then non-stop just fouling in the trilogy with Kamaru Usman, then having a snooze fest with Colby Covington, and then this boy just didn't get enough sleep for Bilal Muhammad. He had one of the worst title runs, one of the most annoying title runs, and to be honest, I can probably say this for a very high population of MMA fans. I'm glad this dude isn't champion anymore. He's dull, he's boring. He just held on to the whole headshot dead thing. He overplayed it, and I am very, very happy this dude ain't champion again. And I honestly don't see a path for this dude to become champion again. I don't think he beats any of the current and future welterweight champions. I don't think he beats Bilal Muhammad. I don't think he beats someone like even Shavkat. Shavkat might be a close fight, but I don't think he gets past Shavkat. I don't think he gets past even an Ian Gary would be a hard fight in my opinion. But let's keep moving down. Second hard truth that I know a lot of guys don't want to either come to the realization or just come to the fact that this is true. Alex Pereira has, this dude will retire soon. If he loses to Magomed again in their rematch, which will probably happen sometime later this year, I think he goes up and he tries heavyweight and he probably loses again then. After that, he'll probably retire, to be honest. So the worst case scenario, this dude has 2 fights left till he retires, and that path is looking very, very likely to be his future, to be honest. There's a possibility he gets past Magomed and we see him here for a few more fights, but if we're looking in reality, he probably loses to Magomed again. He goes up to heavyweight, and who does he fight? Probably they're not going to give him an immediate title shot. Do they give him a Cyril Gane? I don't know if a former welterweight can do well in heavyweight, but that's my opinion. I know a lot of people are out here if he moves up, he easily dismantles Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall striking his garbage. He knocks out Tom Aspinall in the first round. There's people really out there saying shit like that, and I'm sorry I'm the dude that has to tell you, but that ain't real. That ain't realistic. We saw that, yes, it's either he's sick or I don't know what it was, but you're telling me that Alex Pereira who fought Magomed is going to go up and beat any non-blob heavyweight fighters? I don't see it. Yeah, you can give him a blob and he'll probably do well and win some blob matchups, but I don't see him doing very well in heavyweight. And to be honest, I don't see a future where we have Alex Pereira still in the UFC at mid to late 2026, for sure 2027. I don't see him still in the UFC. But let's move down. This is a little bit of a harder one. This is a sadder one. I try to sandwich it in between these other ones, but with the recent events with BJ Penn, I'm just gonna say it. BJ Penn is the first recent bias, the first of many retired UFC fighters that we will see with severe CTE. You can't tell me that BJ Penn, if he had a normal functioning brain, I'm not saying that in a mean way, it's just facts. I guarantee this dude has CTE. You're telling me that if his brain wasn't all fucking mashed potatoes up there, he wouldn't think that his mom is a clone from the government? I don't think so. I think all that talk is a CTE. There's plenty of, even right now, Nick Diaz. I think Nick Diaz has some of that right now too, It's sad, very, very sad and depressing to see. Even a few years ago with, it was on Joe Rogan with GSP. GSP's out here saying about these aliens and losing time, that's all CTE in my opinion, but maybe this dude actually got captured by aliens, but I think that's the CTE talking. It's literally so sad to see. But yeah, BJ Penn, first of many, with severe CTE. There's plenty of dudes in the UFC who took way more punishment than BJ Penn did. And it's going to be like the Diaz bros. It's going to be a hard few years as MMA fans seeing them get older, but it is what it is. Let's keep talking about GSP. I have GSP and Mighty Mouse. Now, this is I don't understand how this could be such a hard take and how a lot of people will disprove this, but Mighty Mouse, but specifically, like, I'm putting Mighty Mouse here as a courtesy, but Mighty Mouse or GSP, mainly that GSP side, are the only fighters who you can currently argue to be the GOAT of the UFC. I'm pretty sure I said this in one of these videos, or in some video. I have said this multiple times. I don't care if you're John Jones and you're so great, you did all these things. If you pop for, some PEDs, some shit like that, you're out of the GOAT conversation. It's as simple as that. We have a very strict, we're very strict with fucking TJ Dillashaw. TJ Dillashaw got, ran through from the MMA community. But for John Jones, we're like, nah, we can slide with this dude. He's the GOAT, even though this dude, I guarantee you right now, this dude is juicing. I guarantee he's juicing right now as we speak. But there's no argument, Mighty Mouse or GSP, until there's some like weird, out of the random news that Mighty Mouse or GSP have popped and nobody knew about it. Then we can, take them out of the conversation as well. But in my whole GOAT conversation, and even like pound for pound stuff like that, not really pound for pound, but like GOAT of each division, stuff like that, I have, if you officially failed, I have that very, very highly regarded, where some people don't care. I care. If we want to be taken as a serious sport, we have to care as well. In other sports, if you fail for PEDs, especially if you fail for PEDs multiple times, your ass is blacklisted. It's as simple as that. And again, if we want to be considered as a real sport, we got to be doing the exact same thing. Now, can you say John Jones is the best fighter? Sure, you can say John Jones is the best fighter in the UFC. I'm fine with saying that. I'm fine with saying that he's the best fighter that we've ever seen. Does a lot of that have to do with the PEDs he was taking? For sure, but I'm not out here saying this dude's the GOAT. And I've been trying to be more appeasing to the masses and being like, yeah, he can be the GOAT. Yeah, I agree, he's the GOAT. Nah, fuck that. He ain't the GOAT. He took too much shit, and for me, this dude will never be. He ain't my GOAT, I'll say all that. But if you guys want him to be your GOAT, go ahead. I don't care. Let's keep moving on to the last one. This one kind of has to do with a little bit of what I was just originally talking about. But first off, John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is a lot closer than what people originally think and what people are thinking right now. I'm seeing timeline after timeline after timeline. Either it's majority Aspinall like schools John Jones first round minute, knocks him out cold. That's all I'm really seeing. I'll see some, retards out here saying John Jones finishes Tom Aspinall in the first minute. Tell me when that's ever happened, but I'm seeing people saying it's an easy fight for either one of these guys. It's so much closer than what people are originally thinking. Plus, this is where it gets juicy, because I guarantee John Jones is juicing right now going into the fight. Why do you think this dude wants 6 months after the shit has been announced? He's juicing. He wants to have all of the advantage in the world. He doesn't care if he gets popped again, because he's already been popped, and he'll just say it's fucking picogram bullshit again. The UFC is shelling for this dude. If he gets popped, the UFC, ever since USADA left, they don't have to announce when dudes get popped. Why do you just think about it? Go look at Josh Emmett and tell me Josh Emmett is a dude that looks natural. Tell me you can achieve his look naturally. You can get that HGH gut naturally. And tell me why when he knocked out Bryce Mitchell, he hasn't came back for, I think it's been close to, if not over a year now. Again, they don't have to announce when these dudes get popped. There's no reason why he should have been out. With that being said, moving back into John Jones and Tom Aspinall, I still favor Tom Aspinall. But it's like a 55 or 60-40 type of fight, in my opinion, for Tom Aspinall. Even though, yes, John Jones, I do think is going to be juicing. He'll have that advantage. I just think the age, the athleticism, just I think John Jones versus Tom Aspinall is a nightmare matchup for John Jones. That's why he's trying to get all the advantages in the world, trying to stall out Aspinall, letting him get older, letting him get some ring rust, you know, while he's out here poking shit in his ass. Those are my hard truths that the UFC fan base just can't handle right now. But I think they're all correct. You know, I think moving forward, if you guys have any hard truths of your own, let me know in the comments below if I agree with them or disagree with them. Maybe I'll put them in the end of the next video I make about the hard truths. I think that could be fun. But yeah, let me know your guys' hard truths. Do you agree or disagree with any of mine? I honestly don't see how many people could disagree. Maybe like Leon Edwards fans could disagree with my first one, and John Jones fans could disagree. That's about it. The rest are like common sense in my opinion. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching to the end of the video. We got UFC London tomorrow, and I'm not gonna lie, I did my predictions on Monday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I feel like we're clean sweeping this card, and hopefully, you know, it starts a little better of a time for me at least. So hopefully I can get the every fight to make after UFC London also on Saturday. If not, it'll be uploaded on Sunday. And yeah, if you made it to the end of the video, also let me know, is there any kind of videos you guys want me to start making? Any other videos, any more videos that you enjoyed of mine that you want more of? Just let me know, because your boy, it's not like I'm struggling for ideas, but you know, if you guys could help me pick some, that would be even better. You know, outsource that shit to the fans. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in my next videos.